Alright guys, welcome to Kitchen Republic. Once more, I just want to remind you guys that there's this saying that they always say that education is beyond the four walls of school. So meaning you can study anywhere. You see this perfect, amazing shrimps vegetable we prepared for you. This stew is what you can do, in your comfortable or convenient time. Anywhere you can prepare this stew. Now, I just want to show you, I want you to see how we prepare this stew and from beginning to the end. Don't forget that this channel is really being put out there for you to study how to cook. All recipe have been prepared for you. Go deeper by watching our channel. Make sure you subscribe. So let's dive into it. Haven't seen all this recipe, everything we have on the table right now, that is what we'll be using. All right, you can see the vegetables, they are all complete. All right, let me quickly give you the run through of all the vegetables. Now you can see that we have the sweet chard, and also we have tomatoes, we have the onions, garlic, and the potatoes, which you can see there, and the shrimps, they are also well prepared. So what we're gonna do right now, we'll make sure that we take everything step by step. Haven't known that every recipe here are very tasty and also rich. Okay, so now I just want you to understand that when you are preparing this, if you could not get any of this recipe, you can also improvise, especially the sweet chard. Now, don't forget, this is my own recipe. All right, you can also create your own recipe. I just want to tell you that in this channel, we've got a lot of content, food content for y'all. We've got a lot of recipe, so it's what you can do. Let's dive into it proper. This is what we call the sweet chard. All right, look at the way it is. It's like ugu, but it's not ugu. Then again, this is our potato. All right, so we use Irish potato. And look, our shrimps, very neat. Okay, this is our tomatoes. I told you must add tomatoes. And this is our onions and garlic. Okay, let's dive into it in the cooking. As a matter of fact, this is our cooker that we're using. So we've set it. Look at it. We just put it 9 so that it can heat proper. And see the pot, we use small pot so that we can parboil the shrimps. First, number one thing that we're doing right now, you see, we're putting the shrimps inside a pot because we've washed them and cleaned them up. All right, so now we're gonna cover it and heat it just about 5 minutes, and after thereabout, then we'll add every other recipe, because we just make sure that the shrimps and the sweet chard goes together. But we have to put the mangi first to season this, so that at the very end of it all, it can have some nice taste. Do not forget that this mangi you see is organic. All right, so let me show you guys the salt we'll be using. You can use any kind of salt, so it doesn't really matter. So this is the half teaspoon of salt. The reason being because every other recipe will be added at the same time. All right, so the Maggi has been put. You can stir yours. If you want to stir it, you can stir it. It's very good. But now we're just going to cover it and let it heat up for 10 minutes. All right, okay, see, the moment 10 minutes just a lot, and we have to put the potato. Now see the potato, that's the next recipe you're putting. As we always know that Irish potatoes is very soft already, so it's gonna take just 5 to 7 minutes. All right, and after which we have to put the next recipe, which is the sweet chard. Okay, let's go. There are many ways you can put this vegetable. As a matter of fact, you can fry it or you can parboil it separately. But the reason why we're keeping it this way is because we don't want it to get soft. All right, so we just put it and heat it for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes is okay. Now we have to cover it and let it heat for the 3 minutes. Now the 3 minutes is exactly 3 minutes, so don't let it exceed more than that. Otherwise, the vegetable will be so soft that you can really enjoy it. Not that it's not good, but you can enjoy it because it will dissolve. So let's go into the main complete recipe. Let's dive into it. Follow me. Alright, this is the final step. As at this time, all of the recipe we have to complete are ready. So now first, number one thing is the sunflower oil. Alright, you can see the pan is on the fire, so we're using about 200 ml of the sunflower oil. Alright, look at it. So now the oil is be added and we have to let it heat with a minimum of 1 minute or 2 minutes. That depends on the volume of your cooking stove. All right, so and after now we'll be adding salt, and mind you, we've added salt already for some of the recipe, which is the shrimps and the vegetables. All right. Now we'll be adding our onions and the garlic. You all know how garlic have its own taste, right? So this is the onions being put and the garlic. As a matter of fact, you can use like 2 to 3 onions. For us, we like a lot of onions. Yeah, I'm a fan of onions. Fine, you can add 1 or 2 onions or 3 onions. So we just added 1 onions and garlic. 1 garlic is okay, but you can put 2 garlic. Yeah. So what you do, just stay together and add your tomatoes. All right. Somebody asked me the other time, can I use paste tomatoes? Yes, if you want to use a paste tomatoes, that is your own concept. But if you follow this recipe, we just want it to look more light, not thick, so we have to use these tomatoes. All right, but if you want to use paste tomatoes, that's fine for you. Just stay proper. So we did improvise because actually initially we did intend to put what we just about putting out, which is the carrots. So along the line, my own idea was like, I think I should add carrot to this. It will make it more amazing. And we also added this carrot. So you can use 1 or 2 carrots, depending on the large number of persons you're cooking for. All right. So I'm only cooking for 2 persons. Okay. So we use 1 carrot. So we chop the carrots and we added the carrot. That's all. So what comes next now? So we'll be adding 1 cube of Maggi now, because actually this Maggi is organic and you know how organic Maggi is. All right, it might not really be tasty in your mouth because it's not made of chemical. This is raw organic. I really prefer using organic a lot, and that really makes me get used to the taste. But other than that, you can use any type of Maggi. When I mean any type of Maggi, please not go and use this white Maggi. All right, because a lot of people, they love that white Maggi. So please try as much as possible. You can use your Maggi, but let it be original, organic Maggi, or let it be one of those cube, but not white Maggi, please. So now let's add the first recipe that we prepared, which is the Irish potato, the shrimps, the vegetable. So we're adding them, and after that we just have to stir together. You can turn it. Make sure when you're turning, you make sure it doesn't burn, doesn't get burned. All right, so you turn properly so that every recipe that we added will be well mixed properly. And you know how tasty the be now. So I think we've added all we need to add. So let it heat properly. Get dry if you want it to dry. Then you can cook your rice or yam, whatever you want to use to eat it. Then start to eat. Amazing. Please guys, we've come to the end of the video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Any kind of recipe you want us to give you, you can just put it on the comment section. So bye bye.